Hello, get ready to dive into the world of science fiction, a genre that pushes the boundaries of imagination and technology. Today, we're counting down the top 10 sci-fi movies that have defined and redefined the genre. These films are more than just movies, they're experiences. Let's get started. At number 10, we have Selfless, a 2015 science fiction action flick that challenges the limits of human consciousness. The story follows Damien Hale, a wealthy businessman who has terminal cancer. He undergoes a radical medical procedure called shedding, in which his consciousness is transferred into a younger, healthier body. Initially, Damien enjoys his new life as Edward Kidner, but soon begins experiencing vivid hallucinations that reveal memories of the body's previous owner. As he investigates, Damien discovers that the body belonged to a family man who sold himself to save his daughter's life. This revelation leads Damien to confront the sinister organization behind the procedure, risking everything to uncover the truth and protect the family. The plot of Selfless is both engaging and suspenseful. While the film falls a bit short of its full potential, it still manages to deliver thrilling action. The storyline keeps you hooked with its emotional depth, making you question the cost of immortality. It has a 6.5 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Peacock. Coming in at number 9 is Cold Skin, a 2017 sci-fi horror movie that takes you to an isolated island where survival is anything but guaranteed. The story is set in 1914, as a young Englishman arrives on a remote island to serve as a weather observer for a year. Upon arrival, he discovers that the lighthouse keeper, Gruner, lives in isolation and behaves erratically. But the mystery doesn't end there. When night falls, the observer realizes the island is under siege by mysterious amphibious creatures that emerge from the sea to attack. The plot draws you in from the start, with its eerie and harrowing tale of survival on a desolate island. The atmospheric visuals heighten the sense of isolation and dread, making the setting a character in its own right. The film has a 6 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Stars. At number 8, we have Dread, a 2012 action sci-fi movie that offers a dark and immersive vision of a dystopian future where justice is brutally enforced. The movie is set in Mega City 1, a vast and violent metropolis where criminals rule the streets. The only law comes from cops called judges, who act as judge, jury, and executioner. The story follows Judge Dredd, one of the city's most feared law enforcement officers. Alongside his new rookie partner Anderson, who possesses psychic abilities, Dredd is assigned to investigate a triple homicide in a towering slum known as Peach Trees. The building is controlled by a ruthless drug lord who distributes a powerful narcotic called slow-mo. As Dredd and Anderson fight their way up the tower, they face relentless attacks from the gang. From the gritty streets to the towering slums, Dredd uses its cinematography to build a world that feels both oppressive and vividly real. Karl Urban's performance as Judge Dredd is impressive, bringing intensity and gravitas to the role without ever revealing his face. This movie has 7.1 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Prime Video. Coming in at number 7 is Annihilation, a 2018 sci-fi horror movie that takes you on a mind-bending journey into an alien zone. The story revolves around Lena, a biologist and former soldier. She joins an expedition into a mysterious zone known as the Shimmer, which emerged after a meteor struck a lighthouse. The Shimmer is a quarantined area where the laws of nature are distorted. However, Lena's mission is driven by a personal quest to understand what happened to her husband during the previous expedition. As Lena and her team venture deeper into the Shimmer, they encounter increasingly unsettling phenomena. The story unfolds in a non-linear fashion, adding to the film's enigmatic atmosphere. It combines elements of horror and psychological thriller, creating a unique and unsettling experience. This movie has 6.8 rating on IMDb and is available on Paramount+. Coming in at number 6 is Serenity, a 2005 sci-fi action movie that continues the story of the beloved TV series Firefly. The film centers on Captain Malcolm Reynolds and his crew aboard the spaceship Serenity. They find themselves being hunted by a ruthless agent working for a tyrannical galactic government after offering refuge to River Tam, a young woman with extraordinary psychic abilities. River and her brother have been on the run due to a dark secret. As the crew evades the relentless pursuit of an Alliance operative, they uncover a conspiracy that could shake the foundations of the Alliance itself. The plot of Serenity is tightly woven and filled with suspense, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. It balances action with character development, providing a satisfying conclusion to the Firefly saga. This movie has 7.8 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Prime Video. Coming in at number 5 is Oblivion. It is a sci-fi action film released in 2013. Earth is devastated by an alien invasion, leaving the planet largely uninhabitable. The story follows Jack Harper, one of the few remaining drone repairmen stationed on Earth, who is tasked with maintaining the machines that protect the planet's resources. Jack's routine existence is disrupted when he rescues a mysterious woman from a crashed spacecraft, which lead him to question everything he knows about the war, his mission, and his own identity. As he uncovers hidden truths, Jack discovers a shocking reality that forces him to confront his purpose and the future of humanity. The film's futuristic landscapes and special effects are breathtaking. The setting is crafted meticulously, from the design of the drones to the remnants of human civilization, reflecting a high level of craftsmanship. This movie has a 7 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Apple TV+. Coming in at number 4 is Looper. It is a 2012 sci-fi thriller set in 2044, where time travel exists but is illegal and only available on the black market. Criminal syndicates from the future hire assassins known as loopers, who kill targets sent back in time. The story centers on Joe. His life takes a drastic turn when his older self is sent back as his next target. Old Joe escapes, leading to a tense cat-and-mouse chase. As both versions of Joe pursue their own agendas, they confront the implications of their actions and the possibility of altering their destinies. Looper stands out in the sci-fi genre with its inventive use of time travel, offering a fresh and thought-provoking take on familiar concepts. The story is both engaging and complex, skillfully intertwining action with philosophical questions about fate and the consequences of one's choices. This movie has 7.4 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Prime Video. Number 3, Source Code. It is a sci-fi thriller released in 2011. The story follows Captain Coulter Stevens, a military pilot who wakes up in the body of another man on a commuter train, just minutes before it explodes in a terrorist attack. He soon learns he's part of a top-secret government program called the Source Code, which allows him to relive the last 8 minutes of a deceased person's life. His mission is to identify the bomber of the train to prevent a future attack. As he repeatedly experiences the same 8 minutes, he uncovers new clues with each iteration and begins to question the true nature of his mission and his own reality. The film explores themes of time loops, identity, and the ethics of using technology to alter fate. It cleverly balances its high-concept premise with accessible storytelling. The repetitive nature of the time loops is visually dynamic, with subtle variations in each iteration that maintain viewer interest. It has 7.8 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Hulu. At number 2, we have Christopher Nolan's Tenet, a 2020 sci-fi action movie that turns time into a weapon in an epic battle to save the world. The story follows an unnamed CIA operative known as the Protagonist, who is recruited into a mysterious organization called Tenet. His job is to prevent a future global catastrophe. He navigates a world where time manipulation, specifically inversion, is used as a weapon. Objects and people can move backward in time. With the help of his enigmatic ally Neil, he uncovers a conspiracy involving a Russian oligarch who can communicate with the future. The action in the film is carefully designed, using the time manipulation concept in clever ways. Director Christopher Nolan, who is also known for Inception, brings his expertise to Tenet. Viewers will need to pay close attention to the mind-bending plot, which makes the movie even more engaging. It holds a 7.3 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Hulu. At number 1, we have District 9. The film is set in an alternate 1982, where a massive alien spaceship appears over Johannesburg in South Africa. The aliens, derogatorily called prawns, are found malnourished and are confined to a government camp called District 9. 20 years later, the government decides to relocate the aliens to a new camp. Wikus van der Merwe, a bureaucrat from a private military corporation, is tasked with leading the relocation. During the process, Wikus is exposed to a mysterious alien substance that begins to transform him into one of the aliens. The film's documentary-style cinematography adds a layer of realism, while the visual effects are impressive. The combat scenes and alien technology are well executed, with a focus on practical effects and real-world physics that enhance the intensity and authenticity of the action. It has 7.9 rating on IMDb and is available to watch on Amazon Prime Video.